Do you have your goals set up for 2020 yet? Hi everybody, welcome to the John Dornoff blog. I'm John Dornoff, and today we're going to discuss goals and goal setting. I talked a little about it last week. This week, I'm actually planning on setting up my goals for this year for myself and for my business. So I figured perfect time to discuss it more with this blog. Goals are important. As Zig Ziglar used to say, is you can't hit a target you cannot see. And so I've always taken that and set goals. One thing I'm doing right now is reading a book by Gary Keller called The One Thing, which happens to deal with actually setting goals. I heard about this book, I believe, from the Sonny Lenarduzzi blogs. And it is an outstanding book, and it discusses goals and talks more about setting big goals. And main thing is that one thing. What is the one thing you can do that is going to help you succeed, not only today, tomorrow, and for the future? So as I sit here and prepare my goals, of course, the first thing you got to do is have those long-term goals, as I mentioned last week. I have a lot of important long-term goals I want to establish. Of course, being as far as on the personal side, being financially stable. And my kids are all teenagers now, so I want to see them, their future, graduate high school, go on to what their futures are going to be, for they can be all that they were designed to be. They have a lot of potential, and I want to see them hold that potential. And of course, have some fun. Travel. I love to travel. I've actually traveled quite a bit, but it's all been in the United States. I've been into 45 of the 50 states, including Arizona, including Alaska and Hawaii. Been to Canada, been to a tip of Mexico, but I've never traveled to Europe, Asia, Australia, any of those places, and definitely want to get there. So those to go. Now those are all personal goals. Business-wise, of course, I want to have a successful business. What specifically? How big do you want to grow my business? Where do I want this business to be in 10, 20 years? And of course, there is the why. If you read Simon Sinek's book, Start with Why, you have to ask yourself, why are you doing something? Now, until I read that book, I didn't really understand, didn't even think about the why. It talks about how Apple had a why. Walmart used to have a why before it became too corporate. The why is why we do, you know how to do you know what you're doing, you know how to do it, but the question is why you're doing it. When it comes to me and what I'm doing, I want to help people. And the whole goal of my business and of this blog is to help people improve their lives, improve their business, and improve their careers. So when you look at that, what can I do this year? One of my goals is to, of course, continue blogging, to learn. I have a goal of definitely learning to edit better. I'm learning how to do the editing, having never been taught that. I'm learning how to, the cameras and, getting more comfortable with the camera. I actually used to do a lot of photography, and I always joke, well, I was supposed to be behind the camera, not in front of it. So now getting in front of camera, getting that new confidence, it's amazing. I can get up and talk in front of people, talked in front of 300 people, but it was harder to just get one-on-one with a camera. But I'm getting there, doing better at that. That's another goal, is improve my performance here. So those are the, what should I do this year? What should I do? What do I need to do this year? I want to be able to do speaking. I want to be able to, build this blog, build these videos, build my YouTube channel. What else do I want to do that's going to get me to those goals that I want to do? Next up is, of course, short range goals. I do my monthly goals and I do weekly goals. Now, a lot they say you need to do it on days. I set a calendar. I use Google Calendar, so I know what I'm doing each hour of the day. And so build that and constantly get traction. Now, one of the things that the book on The One Thing does is you need to do what's going to be that one thing that's going to make a difference, and you should block time out for that. You also need to block out time for planning. Well, I made my calendar, I was blocking out maybe 1 hour here, 1 hour there. I like the idea of blocking out a whole lot of time, then blocking out different sections of time, because we're horrible as multitaskers. We think we're good, and I thought I used to be good at multitasking, but let's face it, we're not good at multitasking. We weren't designed for multitasking. So I'm trying to get better at, just concentrating on one thing, and now reading this book, it really makes me understand that maybe I should just sit there and concentrate on one thing at a time and one block. And I started doing that this week, and I'm going to start doing it more in the future. So that's what this is all about today, is getting those goals ready, because 2020 is going to be here in just a few weeks. New opportunity for new growth. And I hope you're going to join me on this journey. So hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.